Donkey Kong is an arcade game released by Nintendo in Japan on July 9th, 1981. It was released in North America shortly after on July 31st, 1981, and in Europe during the same year. An early example of the platform game genre, the gameplay focuses on maneuvering the main character across a series of platforms to ascend a construction site, all while avoiding or jumping over obstacles. The originally unnamed character, who was later called Jumpman, then Mario, must rescue a damsel in distress, Pauline, from the eponymous giant ape, Donkey Kong. The hero and ape would later become two of Nintendo's most popular and recognizable characters. Donkey Kong is one of the most important games from the golden age of arcade video games, as well as one of the most popular arcade games of all time. Donkey Kong is considered to be the earliest video game with a storyline that visually unfolds on screen. The eponymous Donkey Kong character is the game's de facto villain. The hero is a carpenter, originally unnamed in the Japanese arcade release, later named Jumpman and then Mario, who sets out to save his girlfriend, Pauline, from Donkey Kong. The game was the latest in a series of efforts by Nintendo to break into the North American market. Hiroshi Yamauchi, Nintendo's president at the time, assigned the project to a first-time video game designer named Shigeru Miyamoto, drawing from a wide range of inspirations, including Popeye, Beauty and the Beast, and King Kong. Miyamoto developed the scenario and designed the game alongside Nintendo's chief engineer, Gunpei Yokoi. The two men broke new ground by using graphics as a means of characterization, including cutscenes to advance the game's plot and integrating multiple stages into the gameplay. Hiroshi Yamauchi wanted primarily to target the North American market, so he mandated that the game be given an English title, though many of the games to this point had English titles anyways. Shigeru Miyamoto decided to name the game for the ape, whom he felt was the strongest character. The story of how Miyamoto came up with the name Donkey Kong varies. A false urban myth says that the name was originally meant to be Monkey Kong, but was misspelled or misinterpreted due to a blurred fax or bad telephone connection. Although, a more credible and sensible story claims Miyamoto looked in the Japanese-English dictionary for something that would mean stubborn gorilla, or that donkey was meant to convey silly or stubborn. Kong was common Japanese slang for gorilla. A rival claim is that he worked with Nintendo's export manager to come up with the title, and that donkey was meant to represent stupid and goofy. In the end, Miyamoto stated he thought the name would convey the thought of a stupid ape. Although Nintendo's American staff was initially apprehensive, Donkey Kong succeeded commercially and critically in North America and Japan. Miyamoto's characters appeared on dozens of forms of media, attracting an unexpected lawsuit brought by Universal City Studios, alleging Donkey Kong violated its trademark of King Kong, which ultimately failed thanks to Nintendo's chosen attorney, John Kirby. Nintendo's counsel, John Kirby, countered that Universal had themselves argued in a previous case that King Kong's scenario and characters were in the public domain. The judge ruled in Nintendo's favor. Nintendo thanked John Kirby for his help with the gift of a $30,000 sailboat, funnily enough, named Donkey Kong, and exclusive worldwide rights to use the name for sailboats. A later Nintendo protagonist was named in John Kirby's honor, the lovable little pink creature known as, well, Kirby. The court battle also taught Nintendo they could compete with larger entertainment industry companies, bolstering their motivation going forward. The success of Donkey Kong and Nintendo's victory in the courtroom helped to position the company for video game market dominance from its release in 1981 until the late 1990s. And so our story begins. In classic arcade action, let's watch as the legendary Super Mario takes on the eponymous character of this game, Donkey Kong, and rescue Mario's beloved girlfriend, Pauline, from the clutches of the dastardly gorilla. Today, we shall together be watching a playthrough of this game for the purposes of invoking ASMR, autonomous, meridian, sensory response, and hopefully having some fun together along the way. This video is intended as a playthrough of a game with elements of ease to help people relax or even fall asleep. Regardless what you get from this video, I truly hope you enjoy and have a wonderful day. This is Alakazam ASMR, and let us begin. Donkey Kong ASMR. Please enjoy, and thank you for watching. And so, welcome to Donkey Kong ASMR. The basis of Donkey Kong is very simple. You play as the character known as Jumpman, the little mustached plumber, who had not yet been called Super Mario yet. You must control Jumpman to reach the top of the stage to rescue his girlfriend, Pauline, from Donkey Kong. It's simple arcade platform goodness, and a very satisfying and fun little simple game you can play over and over again. Avoiding flames, dodging barrels, calculating when the barrel will go down a ladder or off the edge, or if you have to jump over it, while also acquiring power-ups and point bonuses. This is some arcade gameplay at its finest. So sit back and relax as we begin Donkey Kong ASMR. Please enjoy. One player game A. Let's begin. Alright, let's go, Jumpman, who has some remarkably squeaky shoes. I'm glad he got those fixed eventually. You get a satisfying little sound effect when you jump over a barrel, and when you take your power-up, the mighty hammer, which you can use to destroy barrels, and gain 500 points for every one destroyed. Clearing the path. Such a satisfying little noise. And so we've reached the top of the stage. But Donkey Kong snatches Pauline away. So now we have to go to stage 2, which is much more platform-based than evading simple obstacles. We have a little parasol here, which when you collect, will give you 800 points. Your parasol is mine. So we need to be careful. You can take the low or the high path. Let's take the high path, which requires you to be rather quick. There is also a little pretty handbag we can collect for additional points. And also avoid this little spring. we reach the top again, completing stage 2. And now stage 3 operates differently. Instead of reaching the top, we have to walk over these yellow struts on the girders. We're actually trying to disassemble the structure entirely to defeat Donkey Kong. How, you might ask? We'll find out if we manage to pull it off. Pretty little handbag for 800 points. Can't go wrong with that. We can also walk over the struts to block paths for these small flame enemies to reach us, making it easier for us to maneuver around. But we also need to pick up the pace. The hammer power-up can also extinguish the flames. We just have one more strut left, and we'll clear stage 3. And what happens when you destroy all the struts? Donkey Kong plummets to the bottom, and Jumpman is reunited with his girlfriend Pauline. The end. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. No matter who you are or where you are. Have a good time, alright? Oh wait, I'm not going to actually make a 5-minute video. Yeah, that's literally how short this game is. It's a simple arcade game. So, all you got to do is just keep playing it until you can't anymore. That's what makes Donkey Kong so fun. It's simplicity. You go through the 3 stages, and they get gradually more difficult. More flames, more barrels, and a higher frequency in which they arrive. So let's just keep playing this. I didn't want to actually just make a 5-minute video. I wanted to really just take time to sit back and share this fun and simple little experience with you all. Alright. I really admire in video games where they nail the sound effect. Something as simple as a do-do-do-do when you jump over a barrel is one of those little things that brings a smile to your face. That little noise that makes you go, yeah, I did it. Pick up the pretty little parasol. Let's take the low path on stage 2 this time. But this is the catch. You can't jump recklessly in this game, because fall damage is actually a thing. Kind of ridiculous, I know, considering the stuff Mario, aka Jumpman, can do later on in the series. But that's one thing we have to contend with in this arcade classic. So let's not jump off too high of a distance. Go with caution and have some fun. Avoid this little spring. Oh, well, mistakes were made. Let's try again. This little flame blocks our path, so we need to be quick. It's a very narrow window to get past the spring. There we go. Clear stage 2 yet again. Now we're back to stage 3. And it just keeps going in a loop. Grab the pretty little parasol. Extinguish the flame. And destroy these little struts supporting Donkey Kong's weight. Got to be careful as well not to fall down the bottom. And Donkey Kong is defeated once again, and Jumpman is reunited with Pauline. You really can just keep playing this game over and over and over again. And you can really understand why this game was such a big hit in the arcades when it was first released. It doesn't need to really have all that much to it. Jumping over barrels, saving the damsel, and catchy little 8-bit music. Destroy as many barrels as we possibly can. Gotta watch out here. Hey, we got 2 in the 1. Do-do-do-do. We have a gap. There we go. We clear another stage. Let's go get the pretty little parasol again. I mean, it's obviously Pauline's, unless Jumpman's secretly being pretty fabulous. Who knows, maybe that's the secret plot twist of the game. Or maybe I'm just being really silly. That's probably more likely. Okay, take the safe option for this jump. See if we can get that little handbag. Wait for that little flame to move out of the way. Very close call there. There we go. Stage 2 cleared yet again. And we're back to stage 3. Straightforward enough. Get the pretty little parasol. Get the hammer quick. Just in the nick of time. We got an odd number of struts to deal with. Block the path with a little flame. Get the pretty parasol. We have a gap here to destroy the last strut and destroy the gutters to defeat Donkey Kong yet again. You see, I didn't want to just make a little 5-minute video. Let's just keep going and going and going. That's all there is to this game. But I hope it's a simple, relaxing little experience for you all. I hope every one of you is doing all right. Even something as simple as me just messing around in a classic arcade game. Whether it's out of nostalgia, something relaxing for you to listen to, I just hope you get something positive out of it. And hey, it's a win-win. I get to play retro games and have fun. See? Even when I make a mistake like that. Oh no, game over. But that's the fun of Donkey Kong. You can just jump right back in with Jumpman. Alright, let's play again. Okie dokie. Destroy a barrel. The only catch is you can't climb a ladder while you have the hammer power up, otherwise it would be truly overpowered. Oops, I messed up the timing there. See, it can be more challenging than it seems. One mistake and you're done. Alright, Jumpman, is that barrel coming down the right ladder? No, it's not. We can jump over it, no problem. Stop. Hammer time. Go, Jumpman, crush those barrels. And get some extra points, that's always nice. Just avoid the ladders because sometimes they'll go down the ladder instead of the end of the gutter, which can scramble your brain sometimes if you're playing in a hurry. You need to wait for the perfect opportunity, like now. And we're back up the top of the stage. Now to stage 2 again. Doing it over and over and over again. Your parasol is mine. Stage 2 complete. Make quick work of that. Let's try starting off from the right this time, because I keep leaning towards the left. I don't know why, I just do. Let's go get the pretty parasol. Once you destroy these parts of the ground, they do become a hazard, so you do need to jump over it. Get all those extra points that we possibly can. Let's give ourselves some breathing room by extinguishing the flame. Luckily the hammer has a bit of reach to it. Meaning we don't have to actually plummet to our deaths, thankfully. Wait for that flame to climb down the ladder, up the ladder, excuse me, so we can defeat Donkey Kong yet again. It's pretty inspiring to see how this was one of the building blocks of early gaming. You see so many games nowadays with breathtaking graphics and storylines and such innovation in their design that when you see where we all started, even a simple cutscene of a love heart and Jumpman seeing Pauline, it really shows you how far we've come in terms of technology and artistic advancement in gaming. But even then, a game like this still holds up as being a fun experience, either for people playing out of nostalgia or just prefer those old school kind of games in general. There's definitely an appeal to it. It can be played by anyone. and I'm having fun making this video for you people, and hopefully you're enjoying alongside me. There we go, up to the top of the stage, yet again. Alright, let's go get the pretty parasol. Watch out for the little flame, that's going to make jumping difficult. Alright, let's make this quick. And stage 2 is completed again. Hammer time. Feel the wrath of Jumpman. Or at least you would if you came up here. Okay, let's get that strut underneath us. We should have enough time to get that last pop down there. Oh wait, there's one more up the top. I'm being silly. We need to trick this flame into coming down one of the ladders. That's our window of opportunity. Let's grab the pretty parasol. Oh, wait, no. I forgot when you jump, it clears the gutter below as well. Nonetheless, we saved Pauline yet again. The game Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch makes plenty of references to this game as a callback to this game's original story. You have Pauline making one of her very rare appearances in a Mario game in Mario Odyssey. And there's even a little side quest where you've got to try and get her a little handbag or an umbrella. All nice little callbacks to this classic game. As Pauline was the predecessor to Princess Peach, as Peach was not created yet. In fact, in the early stages they were calling her Princess Toadstool, showing how early the creation of these legendary characters was. Whoops! Sometimes Donkey Kong will throw a barrel just directly underneath him, so you need to watch out for that. See? Sometimes even this game can trick me. Then again, I'm quite a dozy individual, so that's a key component as well. As you can see, the more you play, the more barrels appear at once. Typical of any game, the challenge does tend to increase. Quite a lot of barrels. All right. This simple little arcade platformer was pretty much the beginning of two characters who would go on to have massively famous and successful game series of their own. Donkey Kong would have the Donkey Kong Country games, and many more. And Super Mario would have so many I can't even list them off. The Mario sports games, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Brothers, the list goes on and on. It's just funny to see how all these characters began. It's always nice to have a retro look into hindsight. Okay, parasol, nice. A bit bold, but we pulled through. Just in the nick of time. Let's see if we can beat our high score from the previous game. If we're lucky, we'll be able to do that. Block the path to that flame. She'll have to take the long way to approach us. Alright. Some extra points as well. Can't argue with that. Get the parasol. Don't worry, Pauline, we're coming for you. We have a gap here. And Donkey Kong goes down. One more time. It's kind of funny to see Donkey Kong as the antagonist, considering in Donkey Kong Country, he's the protagonist, with his own batch of villains to defeat. But I quite like the Super Mario universe. There's so many characters that really do need more of their own games. So it's nice to see that Donkey Kong got quite a few of his own. And it all began right here. Whoops. My Nintendo Switch controller bugging out for a moment there. There we go. The Switch has this problem where sometimes it will switch to one Joy-Con instead of two, which is my preferred choice for playing this game. I just like having buttons on both sides of my hands. It does that now and then. I'm not exactly sure why. I might be pressing some button I'm not supposed to, but hey, at least it paused the game while that happened. Yeah, a hell of a lot more barrels. But then again, a lot more potential for points, as we have cleared our high score from the previous game. So we are in fact doing better than we did last time, because the harder the game gets, greater chances to obtain points, as we have more barrels to smash or jump over. Of course, the difficulty is greater, so the possibility of going down in defeat does increase as well. But that's part of the fun of the challenge. The gap is getting smaller to clear. Alright, once you're in the top, it's not as bad. Alright, let's keep going. Watch out for that little flame. But the platforms are getting significantly faster, so we don't want to crush Jumpman. But we don't want to jump too high either. It's all about being in control. Significantly less time to maneuver. Whoops. I miscalculated there. Well, we've only got one more life left. Might as well have fun with it. Pretty parasol. Wait for the flame to go down that ladder. Ah, why the hell not? Let's go get the parasol. Made it in the nick of time, and even got the handbag. Excellent. More points for us. Oops. Whoa, way more flame enemies. Let them approach us. Ooh. Whoops. I think I just missed the hammer power up by a millisecond there. And so, that's game A. The only difference between game A and game B is the difficulty right from the get-go. So, let's play a game on game B, just for fun, and to show you the full gaming experience of Donkey Kong. Hope you're enjoying, my friends. Okay. Oop, a flame right out of the gate. Those flames are actually, in my opinion, the hardest thing to dodge besides the springs. The barrels can be complicated, but when you get the pattern down, you can't do it. But the flames are actually really difficult to jump over, as they tend to move left and right. So you might think you're about to jump over it, but then it moves backwards. So the challenge has definitely increased right from the first level. Creep up the ladder here. Just in the nick of time. All right. Careful, in case it comes down that ladder. And while we wait, we can still get some points. Whoops, I didn't mean to hold right on my pad there. I was supposed to jump straight up, but obviously I'm human, so I make mistakes. Silly little mistakes. Which, you know, normally I would edit out silly blunders like that, but when you're playing a game as simple as this, I can always just jump right back into it. See? Things like that. I'm not actually sure precisely what happened there. I guess I was just at the right angle where the hammer didn't register. It must have its own small hitbox. Much like many fighting games. If you don't hit the exact hitbox, then the rest of the stuff doesn't matter if you can die in one hit. If you can get through a single gap in your defense, you will lose a life. So I gotta be wary when I pick up the hammer, because it's not a complete 100% bulletproof way to avoid damage. Ooh, Donkey Kong threw a barrel right underneath him there. Alright, as you can see, the first stage is quite intense on game mode B. Okay, we have a gap here. This time I'm not going to mess up the jump. Hey, and I didn't. I thought I was going to jinx myself there. Okay, so get the pretty little parasol. Watch out for the little flame. Wait for it to go down that ladder. Pretty cool that a flame can do that, but okay. There we go, stage 2. Let's keep going. Same game as before, just with more challenge. So let's try and do it as quickly as possible. Hey, thank you. That parasol is indeed mine now. I want the other one too. I must have all the fashion. There we go. Stage 3 on game mode B is complete. So if I had a second player to play with, this would be halfway through, but I don't. So we're just going to stick to game mode A and B. That's pretty much the full Donkey Kong experience. Play on normal or hard mode right out of the gate, and just have fun with a joyous little arcade game. Significantly more barrels. Gotta be careful Donkey Kong doesn't throw one directly underneath him again. Ooh, if that barrel headed straight for us, we would have lost a life there. Because I didn't leave enough time for the hitbox so I could turn around and destroy it. So being reckless does have its disadvantages after all. Okay. Oh, I pressed A there. Or maybe I just didn't do it quick enough. It would be easy for me to blame my Nintendo Switch not picking up the signal, but I think it's much more likely that I just didn't press the button quick enough. No point making excuses. I mean, I'm not exactly a master of the Donkey Kong games. Plus, obviously, there are far more skilled players than me around the world. I'm just a mere amateur, just playing it to help you all relax and take a trip down memory lane if it applies to you. Hopefully it helps you out. Oop. That actually scrambled my brain for a moment there. So in game mode B, the barrels can go down the ladders, even the ones that are broken, that you cannot climb. That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to take a brief moment. Be back in a moment, my friends. And so we're back, my friends. Played quite a lot of Donkey Kong. So let's just play a little bit more. Just to get one of my notoriously long-winded videos out there. I don't know, I'm just having fun recording it for you all. And pretty much in my own free time, I probably would spend this much time playing it. That's the appeal of a game like Donkey Kong. You can pick it up for 5 minutes, rage quit if it doesn't go too well, or you can find yourself hooked and end up playing it for maybe even an hour or two. It's up to personal preference. So, let's do another game on game mode B, because I'm quite liking the difficulty, even though I'm not doing the best at it. I liked how in the Donkey Kong Country games, that little theme song that plays at the start, the theme song of Donkey Kong, got remixed into a more modern version. I like when they take old classic 8-bit or 16-bit songs and give them newer renditions. It really brings a game full circle when they go to that kind of effort. Alright. See what I mean about the challenge? I was about to go grab that hammer there, but Donkey Kong decided, no, I've had enough of your crap. I'm throwing it right underneath me. Whoop. I held the left button for too long. That's what I mean about fall distance. See, it seems like it would be logical that Mario, considering all his athletic feats in all of the later games, he's surviving falls way higher than that in all of the more recent games. But obviously this is the old school Jumpman, where even a small jump off a ledge like that cost you a life. I can see why though, to balance the game, because it gives you one additional escape method in case too many barrels come your way. Just jump off the ledge. Ooh, got a double there. Very nice. Okay, this time I've got the hammer. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Cleared another stage. Don't want to do that while that flame's there. Got the pretty little handbag. So we are doing absolutely fabulous. And stage 2's cleared. Went pretty well. When I'm switched on, I can get through the stages pretty alright. But obviously I'm prone to mistakes. I can really use that hammer right now. Oh. Need to be tactical here. One of them's going to come down a ladder. Which one? The one in front of me? Yeah. It's time to move. Let's go get that hammer now while we have the chance. Let's not go over that strut just yet. See if he'll walk towards in range, and he did. Grab the pink parasol. Running low on time. But we did it. Just barely. See, the time limit does rush here, so you can't take too long. So that's how they nudge you into making mistakes, by making you hurry. If the bonus is 6,000, I think that means you get 60 seconds in the level. Although they feel like really long seconds. So it might be closer to 2 minutes, maybe? I don't know. I haven't checked the exact time limit on a level. Still, let's try and clear it as quickly as we can. Gotta love those little sound effects. A little jingle like when Mario jumps over a barrel, or when Sonic the Hedgehog collects a ring, or even when you're playing a game like an FPS and you score a headshot or complete an objective, or an RPG like Final Fantasy, where you get a little victory fanfare theme song when you win. It's really nice when they get the sound effects just right, and you get that little, yeah, I did it. Having a little audio confirmation that you're doing good is pretty neat to have in a game, and essential, I think. Let me know what you think. Out of all the games you're playing, my friends, what's the little jingle that plays that makes you feel satisfied? I just reminded myself there of the one from Final Fantasy, Victory Fanfare, where you win a battle and it goes do 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 do. Really satisfying. I love that sound. What about you, my friends? Any personal favorites? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's keep playing this. Must have all the fashion. Can we get up to that strut? Ah! I was hoping we could hammer that guy. I need to get that ladder just perfect. Window of opportunity is closing fast, but we managed to block him off. We're on a timer here. See if we can get him to go down that ladder. Excellent. If we're quick, might be able to nail this. Oh, race to the finish. And we did. We did it again, my friends. Together. We rescued Pauline. Whoops. I did it again. I was supposed to just jump straight up, but I just leaped off to my doom. Well, let's play another game mode of Donkey Kong. This time, let's play game mode A. Hope you're enjoying, everyone. That little diagonal barrel can really scramble with your perception. He doesn't always throw it as well. If he did it very often, then you would kind of anticipate it coming. But because he uses that move so rarely, it actually does throw you off pretty significantly. Ooh, just in the nick of time there. It was a bit reckless, but I'm known for doing that in games. I like both approaches. Don't get me wrong, I like playing my games where I can be very cautious and take my time, but sometimes I like just being a little bit outrageous and just going for it. Just the thrill of sometimes not knowing if you're going to succeed. Like right there. We can talk about close calls. Let's go get the pretty little handbag. That's going right in my basket. Running low on time, so we need to hurry up here. Can we get this enemy to go down the ladder? Yes, we can. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. And Donkey Kong is defeated. Alright, let's continue onwards. It's on like Donkey Kong. I was testing him to see if he would throw a diagonal barrel. And he did, but just not when I thought he would do it. There we go. Level clear. There we go. Stage 3 yet again. I'm trying to take that hammer at the last possible second to lure in the enemy into a trap, and yet I rushed in and lost a life. So there goes my clever thinking. Yeah, it's a bit strange how sometimes I can still have the hammer and end up losing. But hey, that's just the way the game goes. If we hurry, we can get that other platform rid of. And we're done. There we go. It is nice that they added a little ending cinematic. Even if it's just Pauline and Jumpman and a little love heart, it's nice they added that little touch. You know, it's not just Jumpman chasing Pauline forever. At least you actually get to see Jumpman save the day and be reunited with Pauline. Whoops. Hey, sometimes even the villains gotta win. Oop, I misjudged there. I've been playing this game for quite a while, so I've been getting quite a little bit careless. Quite a little bit. No, quite careless. Hammer time. I definitely recommend you picking this game up and playing it yourself if you have nothing to do. It's really fun and free little game. Not having to worry about too much. Just a straightforward game like this. It's pretty easy to access nowadays. You can get this through the Nintendo Switch online subscription service, where they include a bunch of other NES and SNES titles as part of the subscription. You can also play this on the original NES. Hell, there's lots of websites out there that just let you play this as freeware. You don't even have to download it. There are plenty of websites out there like that I'm sure you can get your hands on. Whoops. Oh, you gotta die for the fashion sometimes. Well, I was thinking about putting an end to the video right there, but I thought, why not take a very small break for myself, and I'll jump right back in with maybe 1 or 2 more games, and call it a day. I think this game is repetitive enough. You get to see enough of my successes and failures playing this game that you get the rough idea of how it goes. It's as straightforward as they come. So take it easy, my friends. I'll be back in just a moment. And thank you for watching. So, my friends, I think we're coming near to the end of this video. So I think one last game of Donkey Kong ASMR should be enough to do it. We know we've played it plenty already. Let's see how far we can get. Whether I play cautious or reckless, I don't know. One last time, just for you. Please enjoy, my friends. Donkey Kong ASMR Final Game. Okay. Do, 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 do. All right. Stage 1. Excellent. Stage 2. parasol. Hey, give me the parasol. There we go. Race to the top. And stage 3 is completed. Now let's try and go for stage 4. Got a double, satisfying. Stage 4 completed. Pretty parasol, you're mine. Stage 5 completed. I want to know, pretty parasol, come on. You dare stand in the way of my pretty parasol. If we beat them to that ladder, which we will now, we clear stage 6. Oops. All right, let's try that again. Ooh, we got free. I've never did that before. Dodge a diagonal, I haven't done that before. At least not intentionally. There we go. Stage 7 complete. To be honest, I think that might be time to call it quits. Because if... I know it's an impromptu ending, but we'll clear this stage. Because if you might notice, there's a noise in the background. It's the cat. Give me a go. I'll try to get to the top of the stage. It's pretty early and she's hyperactive. I don't think you want to hear that noise in the background. Yeah, that's the end of that game. Let me calm down for a moment. There you go. And so, my friends, sorry for the impromptu ending to that little gameplay clip, but the cats were running crazy. I had to go and fetch a little toy there, because she was going to just volleyball that everywhere in the room, and that was not going to be nice background noise while I close out this video. But it is time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching Donkey Kong ASMR. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. Always remember, no matter who you are or where you are, have a good time, alright? This is Alakazam ASMR, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take it easy, my friends, and I'll calm these cats down. Thank you for your time. Feel free to dropkick that like button. Like, comment, or subscribe. It's all up to you. Until then, this is your friend Alakazam ASMR, hoping you have a wonderful day. Take it easy, my friends. Thank you. And adios, my friends. Take care.